yes. Welcome, all of my friends, to Couch Pilots, the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the best.
Forget about it.
My name is the Black Bon Iver, and next to me is my indie folk rocker. It's Captain Philip Rescher. Good evening.
Indie folk rocker, like, who you say, like, the Indigo Girls?
Yeah, I like the Indigo Girls.
I like it. I'm like that. I'm folky. I'm laid back. I'm not a hippie, but I'm cool. Nothing bothers me. Like everything, I just roll with everything.
I don't think that's accurate. Thing.
You don't think that's accurate at all?
No. Indigo Girls is the word Indigo Girls. Is that some sort of pun on lesbianism, like indigo girls?
Indigo in their vagina.
I didn't want to be crude, but
I don't know. But I had a discussion recently about the Indigo Girls vs. Melissa Etheridge.
yeah, that's a total Dykstra community. I think
But they're complete opposites.
the Indigo Girls and Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear this.
If you listen to an Indigo Girls song, it's about lesbianism, right? And you know it's about lesbianism, and that's all it is. It doesn't transcend. Melissa Etheridge songs transcend into
Gender.
heterosexualness.
So is that? But I mean, that doesn't make them opposite, does it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Melissa Etheridge can sing a song about a lesbian relationship she's in, but it sounds like a heterosexual. But
I hear
if you listen to an Indigo Girl, if you or I listen to an Indigo Girl song right now,
Right.
we wouldn't be like, yeah, I know exactly what she's saying.
The Indigo Girls really pigeonholed themselves, I think, right?
On purpose.
Yeah. Oh, you think so on purpose?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
They love being lesbian dykstras.
They don't say that.
Lenny. Do you think dyke is a bad word?
I mean, not when you're talking about
Lenny
some sort
Dykstra.
of man-made structure, right? To
Keep water.
hold on a second.
Do you want to not watch?
This is an Indigo Girl song, I think, right?
I don't know.
It is. It's closer to fine. Right in front and center here. Is that better?
I'm trying to tell you something about my life.
Vagina.
Maybe give me insight between black and white.
Yep, I hear it. That's gay.
Yep.
That's gay.
Best thing you ever done for me.
Hold on.
Lick my
Help me take my life less seriously.
Gay.
It's
Gay.
only life after all.
That's
But
pretty gay.
but when you listen to Melissa Etheridge, it's not gay. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a heterosexual guy. I want to fuck a girl right now.
right.
I actually looked up. There is a Melissa Etheridge cruise every year.
Is it really?
Yeah,
But it's
and-
all gay ladies, right?
Hey, I'm neither here nor there. So I looked on the website to see how much it would cost because I was thinking about going.
Wouldn't that be great if it was you and 2,000 gay ladies?
You know what? I'd still score. I'd still score.
Well, I was going to say, if you, shaved your face and did a few things, you might be able to pass as a butch gay lady.
I think so.
You don't think so?
No,
You got to really shave some stuff.
like my vagina.
You got to shave your vagina.
Hey, have you ever watched tranny porn? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm before you answer that, I just want to say you go ahead and play that because we had 150 downloads one episode, the one we played Melissa Etheridge on. So baby,
This is my plea to get all the gay people to listen. This is my gay plea.
gay please, that'd be a good show title.
Listen to me, gay plea. Gaping porn. Transgender porn?
Yeah,
Which way? Like
girls with dicks.
That's a tricky thing, isn't it? That's like a Ripley's Believe It or Not curiosity shop kind of thing.
Sure, it starts off as curiosity.
Oh, jeez. Where does it end, Captain? Ends in a pile of Kleenexes?
I'm just asking you a question.
That's the chorus. I'm not gonna lie to you, Blake. I've seen tranny porn. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not fucking Jim Norton over here. All right.
Oh, we saw him together.
Yeah, but
He's one of our dates.
He's a gay freak, right? Like, not a gay freak, but he's like a sex freak.
Oh yeah,
he likes to have his nuts kicked in. He likes to blow chicks with dicks, that kind of stuff. He's a weird fella.
It's weird.
It doesn't like tranny porn.
I'm sorry I opened up.
No, it's fine. I mean, without all this sexual talk, we wouldn't have the Indigo Girls giving us 150 extra downloads. But what do you think about tranny porn?
I think there's at the start it's pretty cool, and then about halfway through it you're like, I get it. I get it. You know?
Is it okay? Is tranny porn always a person that was born a man who just said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get boobs put on me. Is that all of it, or is it ever a lady who's like, maybe someone can fashion a penis from some extra flesh?
Or maybe it's like somebody that was born with a penis that is a woman now, right? No?
Is that a thing?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I've seen some trannies that if they had their underwear on, they're some good-looking bitches.
Yeah, I don't like to be deceived, like when fully engorged. You know, I don't like to have someone pull the curtain back and there's like extra meat.
Whoa! Like zoinks! But I'm already halfway there, so I'll finish the video.
Oh yeah, it's like a freight train, man. Once you stop, you can't stop it.
You think less of me? Because I've seen it?
Oh, okay. I was just saying
numerous times.
Okay. Do I think less of you? Yes. Because of that, no.
Well, here's the thing: is with my porn watching, the problem is you go down rabbit holes and like you watch a regular porn, you're like, okay.
You ever watch rabbit hole porn?
No, but rabbit's foot. But
are you putting a curse on me?
No, but. There is a thing where if you watch too much porn, you just go deeper and deeper into because you lose. You become desensitized. Yeah, exactly, and so you go to deeper and deeper stuff. The one thing I don't go to is like the violent stuff. To I don't.
Yeah, I saw some guy really being very aggressive. I mean, the girl was
aggressive. Be aggressive.
But it was obvious that the girl was in on it, and that was just the type of video they were making. But yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, no.
And you know what else I don't like? I don't like when a guy or a lady, they get their hands next to a woman's anus or vagina and spreads it open. I don't like to see in there.
Yeah, no, because there's been a couple of them where like you're scrolling and you see the thumbnail and you just
scrolling in your 5.0.
Scrolling in my 5.0. Actually, it's a Pixel 2, by the way. But you click you just look at the thumbnails and like they like have a piece of metal in them like spraying their butthole. I don't know. If I see a fist inside of a vagina or a fist inside of a butthole, I skip it. I don't want that because I can't do anything for that girl. There's nothing I can do for that girl, right?
Once you've had a fist, it doesn't matter the size of the person. The fist and forearm is always going to beat the actual penis. There's nothing you can do for that person.
There was one the other day where like this girl had like 14 piercings on her vagina lips.
It sounds like a shower curtain.
It looked like, you know what? To be honest with you, it looked like a shower curtain, and I just skipped past it. I was like, I don't want to see that.
My vagina, it jingle jangles.
Mrs. Puss Jangles. Anyway, we're not here to talk about porn.
Can we? Although, again, I think this is a direction the show should go. I think we're going to get more listeners this way.
That's a show idea, so we'll go ahead and give that to Dustin.
P-Talk?
Huh?
P-Talk? Porn talk?
Porn talk sounds better because P-Talk sounds like urination. Dustin, start a podcast called Porn Talk.
He's got a few hours left in his schedule to kill, right?
I'm sure. I mean, if you're not getting to have any sex, and all you're doing
is he not having sex?
Well, I'm assuming he's not because all he's doing is podcasting, right?
I don't know. You
go to work for a while. You go to work, and then you podcast. Work. You sleep. There's no time for
sleep.
Sex.
Yeah, I don't know. I find time in the shower to have sex with myself pretty often.
You do it in the shower? Really?
Not very often.
I can't.
Not very often. Because as we discussed, water is a drying agent.
Yes, exactly.
So.
And to be honest with you, like when I finish, the last thing I want to do is be standing up. I just want to go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I have so many questions, but I'm not going to ask them.
Ask the first one.
You just sleep in your own mess is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're damn right I do.
You wake up stuck to your bed.
When I wake up And I'm stuck to myself. I'm gonna be the best I can be. When I jerk off in the middle of the night, and my wife is sleeping right next to me. And I won't wake her up at all, and I won't tweet come on her face. I do it while she sleeps. That's probably the best song I've done on Couch Pods, to be honest with you.
I like that.
She did not like she liked the full-size bed song.
Who's she?
Molly.
Why is she listening to this?
I made her listen to it.
Because of that?
I said,
you're like, listen to these songs I made?
Listen to the full-size bed song, and then I did the king-size bed song, and she did not like it.
She didn't like either one?
No, she liked the full-size bed song.
That's because it's my bed.
She thought it was hilarious. But she was like, no, if you like it better when I sleep in the other room, I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
So she likes it that I am miserable in a full size.
I think so.
Okay, we'll have to talk to your wife when she gets
Pretty sure.
Oh, boy.
We've almost run the gamut of our...
we've almost ran out of David banter time.
No, we have plenty of banter. Should we save the other for the other episode, or...
No.
It's pretty extensive, right?
Well, maybe we can spread out real quick.
Spread it out.
I don't like to see that, though. I don't like to see that. We're not in Air Force One.
No.
As most of our frequent flyers know, the people who listen to this
show, sound quality is like we're in Air Force One, but we're not in there right now.
We took a lot of the equipment out. We transposed it to fit our needs in a different environment.
We're actually in Scott's, Big E's kitchen right now.
Mm-hmm. Great kitchen. A lot of Farrell's literature scattered about.
And his wife is not happy with us right now.
She doesn't care for us being here. You know what? I can't say that I blame her.
No.
But yeah, everyone.
Dylan loves it though.
He's crazy about us. He really looks up to us. Especially all this porn talk. I think he's taking a lot of notes. Keep it up, Dylan. Impeccable handwriting. Hey.
Cursive. The devil.
We've been doing this upwards of 140, 150 episodes. The people who listen to us, they're our frequent flyers. They listen, they download, they tell their friends. We track everything via the pachinko machine. It's all located right here on Air Force One, but not today.
No, we're not in Air Force One.
No.
We've had this situation before, probably about a year ago. It's been about a year. That's about a year and 3 months ago, where we had...
It was like April, right? Like April of last year.
Yeah, April.
April O'Neil of last year, I think.
I remember that girl named April.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, what number was she?
21? No, I think she was
22.
78. But we had another flood.
Now, this is...
Flood number 2.
Okay, so this is not about April.
Oh, no.
I didn't know if she flooded the...
I wish she flooded, but she said I was not very good.
Ha. What?
Yeah.
Takes more than size, my friend.
Everybody's off their game once in a while.
I hear that.
So, if it sounds different, it's because we're in Scott's kitchen. But Air Force One was again attacked by H2O.
Yeah. It's funny because we're made of like 70% water.
Right, and we're in here every single Monday.
Yeah.
Every single Monday. No problems whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're 73%, I'm 77%.
Water. Yeah. Water is our friend. We're made of water, but yet somehow it attacks us.
One of the words I've learned in the last week and a half or so is the word agua. The word wicked.
Wicked?
Wicked.
Like what you're wicked? Like you did with numbers 7 a.m. in April.
When drywall absorbs water, or wood absorbs water, or a picture absorbs water, or a leaf from a table absorbs water, it's called wick. It's wicked.
And you can put it into wax and make a candle?
Mm-hmm. No. Air Force One has been compromised again, and we had a flood. The jacuzzi overflowed.
Jacuzzi, baby.
Actually, a pipe broke on the jacuzzi and just pumped water straight into the studio.
Yeah, Air Force One is equipped for just about anything. Terrorist threats, hackers, a hacker.
Oh, yeah.
Hacker break-in.
Yep.
LifeLock.
Reverse
psychology.
Ingenuity.
And ingenuity, both of those things. But one thing we cannot fight is Mother Nature.
Right. And thankfully, we know a guy named Tyler who is working, but we don't know this, is working for an aviation company.
Right.
So I have sent him an email.
He told us he'd get us parts.
Right, and there's a few parts that I need. All right, there's 3 widgets that I need that are.
We got to get a front part too, don't we?
Yeah, we got to get the front part, but the 3 widgets, I looked on Amazon, couldn't find them, but they're 3/8.
Okay.
3/8 inch widgets. There are some other parts but the front.
We got to get front part and side wing.
Yeah, the side wing was warped.
Yeah.
And we had the estimators come out because they're like, we need to fly. It's Monday. We need to fly. We can't. And he's like, I cannot let you leave this airstrip with this warped wing.
Right.
So
we're just waiting. We're waiting on the man now.
Yeah, we need a left wing.
Yeah, we need side wing,
and
front part, and widgets. You name it, man. Tape it on. Am I right?
Right. So Tyler said he would do what he can. And he said he can't make any promises because he did sign a bunch of contracts.
With the government.
Confidentiality contracts. But there's a Johnny Cash song. It's called
about eating a car.
One piece at a time.
Oh, about stealing a car.
One piece at a time.
Yeah.
Because
he works at the factory, right?
Right. And so we're hoping that Tyler will do that. So
you know what I heard about? I heard Johnny Cash. Like, I like his music, but I heard he was kind of a phony. You ever hear about that?
No.
Like how he wasn't really like this outlaw. He wasn't really like a rough and tumble kind of guy. He was kind of.
I think that if you get busted at an airport and your guitar is full of Quaaludes, you're a fucking outlaw.
Okay, I heard the only time he ever got arrested was for getting drunk and then picking flowers, and he passed out while picking flowers.
No, he got drunk. He got arrested at an airport. The inside of his guitar, he had put a bunch of pills and bags inside of his guitar.
Okay.
And then restrung it.
Well, maybe I heard it incorrectly.
Well, you did. All right, you did.
Okay. I like Johnny Cash. I don't like a man who misrepresents himself. All right. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say, but it's not correct to say. Another guy who I'm surprised does not have a felony. What do you call it? Felony.
A misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor.
Yeah, Mrs. Meaner.
Mr. and Mrs. Meaner. Let's play a voicemail.
Oh, fan feedback me.
Yeah. If you want us to talk more about
pornography,
email us.
Chucks with the ducks.
If you want to hear more about our dilemma in regards to, we'll talk more about it next week. Yeah?
Checks with the decks.
God damn it!
I used to date a girl who had a deck.
Gentlemen, hello. I've been catching up on shows on my drive home. Because I have a long drive, with a new job. Just want to say, I would love to sit down and rehash many, many awesome years of Roses with Captain Reshisher.
You can't handle it.
And I think the black whatever it is this week could definitely hold its own, telling these stories as well. Yeah, I appreciate that shout out. Shout out for the book and shout out for salesmanship. So I just want to say hi. Miss you both dearly. Though, Jason, we do have our labor of love once a month. I did get something new for that show to have a lot more on hand to drink, which is fortunate for me. Not so much for Cutie Honey. But,
I can declare this.
CouchCon. I'm excited for that, even though I can't go. But hey, I'm
What?
sure I'm going to hear about it on your show, and even though I'm not going to be there, I'm going to, drink a lot for you anyways in honor of it, because, well, that's what I do. So yeah, keep on flying the friendly skies. Just a quick little hello. I'm going to go keep drinking some more, because it's one of my many things I'm good at. So yeah, take it easy. Bye.
So that was Derek.
Yeah.
And he's from, I do a podcast with him called The Importance of Seeing Ernest.
Yeah.
And he was on this show once as a character named Ace Fellows. And I think it was easily our longest episode with Doctor Strange.
Well, yeah, because he was definitely
Yeah,
long-winded.
He had a lot of dissertations and tirades that he went on.
Right.
And I don't blame him. There's a lot to be said about Doctor Strange. But here's a few things to decode in there. Cutie Honey is his fiance.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
The one that doesn't like him?
She doesn't like him or anybody.
Oh, I'm sure she doesn't like any of you guys.
Oh, no. Actually, I think I charmed her a little bit.
How'd you do that?
I felt her up.
Oh.
And then she liked to have that happen to her. No. I was just this is how I charm ladies. You ready for this? And you're light years ahead of me. What I'm basically looking for when I say this is to get your approval and agreement that this is the way to do it.
Sure.
Ladies love to be asked questions.
Sure, they want to talk about themselves.
So that's what I allowed her to do, and that's why I think I charmed her.
All right.
Beyond that, I will say that we shouted out a book that Derek wrote.
Okay.
And also, there was something. We mentioned that there's something about 9/11, like getting having sex with a lot of girls, like around the time of 9/11.
Because he was involved in 9/11.
Yeah, because he answered some things and responded to things, but like made no reference to what those things were in the voicemail. So
because he was intoxicated.
Sure. So there's some context for that voicemail, and you know what, folks? Like we mentioned earlier, Derek is a frequent flyer. He's getting
Cha-ching.
frequent
Cha-ching.
flyer
Cha-ching.
points.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And those can be redeemed for goods and services rendered.
Even when he is legally intoxicated, he's still getting points.
It's not a multiplier, but he still gets points.
If he wants to, he can turn those in for autographed aviator glasses,
Use underpants.
autographed posters.
We have pictures of ourselves.
Signed posters.
And it's you and me, our heads photoshopped on the entire cast of Melrose Place.
Yes.
First
yes.
season. First season only.
Because that's one of the best seasons.
That was the best season.
So become a frequent flyer. It's very easy to gain points. He did mention CouchCon, which is coming up in a couple 3 months.
I'm curious to why he can't attend. This is the social event of the season.
I think Cutie Pie won't let him.
Well, she's invited too.
Well, maybe she doesn't know that. Maybe he doesn't want her to go.
Well, maybe he needs to let her know, and maybe there's a lot she can learn.
Let her know. We got things to deal with, all right? We got things to deal with.
Did you turn this off?
Yep. We have things to deal with, and we're going to deal with them right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
That volume needs to go up on that thing. Can you turn the volume up on that at all?
I can turn it up more.
Not all the way, but 3/4. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have turned on the fasten seatbelt
Higher?
sign.
Yeah, we'll deal with it. No, it's because it's fine.
I'd like to say something that I've prepared tonight. Hello. How about that right in? I guess that's why they call it Sin City. You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack. But when my sister brought Doug home, I knew he was one of my own. And my wolf pack, it grew by one. So there were two of us in the wolf pack. I was alone first in the pack, and then Doug joined in later. 6 months ago, Doug introduced me to you guys, and I thought, wait a second, could it be? And now I know for sure. I just added 2 more guys to my wolf pack. 4 of us wolves running around the desert in Las Vegas looking for strippers and cocaine. So tonight I make a toast. Shwing! Blood Brothers.
The Hangover. Mm-hmm. God damn right.
The hungover ones.
Oh.
That was his name in Canada, the hungover ones.
Just to let you know, out of all the 3 movies, there's not a bad one.
Well,
nope.
Except for 2 and 3.
Nope. I loved all 3 of them. Went to a midnight showing of 2 and 3.
Was the best part when you got to see Dr. Ken's cock?
Listen.
Okay.
Zach Galifianakis is a good guy. It's good movies. Watch them. I've seen all 3, so there's 3 movies that I've seen. And I recently saw Jaws.
I am starting to think that you are full of horse manure.
No, not at all.
There are so many movies.
I'm branching out.
Well, it's not like you just saw the hungover ones. You saw that a while back.
It's been a while.
Today we discuss the pilot episode of Real Life from the year of our Lord 1988. Great year.
Ooh, 88. I'm going to say I was 13, possibly 13. So I wasn't having sex, so it wasn't a good year for the roses.
Right.
But I was becoming a man.
You're sprouting pubes?
I was sprouting pubes. My voice was changing. I was looking at women in a different way.
Upside down?
And inside out. Oh. I'm about to try to tell you folks what it's all about. So it wasn't a good year for the roses, but that would come about 3.5 years later. But I'm I'm happy with that year. That's a bicentennial, right? 1988 was a bicentennial.
Yeah, that was the
That's
bicentennial
what I
of this
thought. I'm
great
gonna write
country
that
of
down.
ours. What was the first time you saw a lady inside out?
Personally, or on TV, or on.
Not in person. We'll just say that. Not in person. Whatever that happens to look like.
I think the first one I saw was. I'd have to say, to be honest with you, well, okay, it was
Honesty only, please.
in kindergarten.
Oh my god.
Because when I was walking to school, I found a whole bunch of X-rated magazines. And I took them to school.
There was something happening like in the 70s and through part of the 90s where pornography was just left places, right?
Yeah, it was like a big pile of it.
Where on just out in the open?
Yeah, it's just like in a yard.
Where were you?
I was in Peoria.
Okay, we've lived in different spots, so I wasn't sure.
I was in Peoria, and I was walking. You know where Landmark is, right? There's that bridge
By
right there.
Drees Lane?
Yeah, I was walking across the overpass.
It goes over the interstate, sure.
I was walking over the overpass, and right after I went over the overpass, on the left hand side, there's like a yard.
You walking towards University or towards Gale?
Towards Gale, because
on Forest Hill,
I
heading
was
towards
in the
Gale.
school. Woodrow Wilson, maybe.
Yeah, that's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the school that I went to. And I saw them, and I picked a couple of them up, and I looked at them, and I put them in my book bag.
Even at the ripe age of 5 or 6, you knew what to do instinctively.
Right. And I went to school, and I don't remember if I showed somebody or what happened, but somebody told on me.
What?
I went to the principal's office, and
And he confiscated them?
my mom, yeah, he jerked off in front of me. No, my mom's live-in boyfriend at the time, David Williams.
Big shout out to David Williams.
Big shout out, asshole. He had to come get me from school, and I was sent home.
But no other action really, right?
I don't remember my
You're
mom
just
being
a boy.
mad.
You didn't know. You're just a kid.
Yeah,
You're like,
I think that's what my mom was like. My mom was like, "Man, he doesn't know what these are. They just picked him up." And little did she know that I became a big old pervert who watched trans porn.
Have you owned pornography in the past?
Sure.
What did you do to dispose of it? You didn't just leave it on that corner for a fucking kindergartner to find, did you?
No, the stuff I've thrown away.
You know what we should do? I don't know that this is something we should do. We should start a pornography recycling facility. You're right. Each other's sandwiches. That's correct. That way, people could just call us, and we would come over in a van.
Just come get it.
And the van would say "not pornography recycler," so they would be super discreet, and then it would have no windows in it.
You know what? We have a plane. We can go anywhere on the earth.
Tell us where you want us to pick up your porno. We'll be there.
Yes, we'll pick your porn.
Yeah, that's our tagline. We'll pick your porn.
We'll pick your porn.
I think it's a great idea.
We both went to a garage sale recently.
At separate times, but yes, that was selling. And to me, I was wondering, who is paying $10 an adult DVD when every single pornography in the entire world times 1,000,000 is for free in your pocket?
That's true. But also, I was very proud that he was discreet and put a lid on it and then wrote that on the top. So
I told that guy to put a lid on it when he started talking to me.
Hey! His stuff was priced too high.
Yeah, he had a couple cool things there, like video game. I like vintage video game stuff.
Yeah, but it was too high. Price is too high.
Oh, merciful heavens! People from the 70s, the 90s. If somehow you're hearing this and you're back in time, please don't leave your pornography out.
No, call us.
Yeah, call us.
What's the dial-in number?
It's 910 Pilots 1. Just give us a call, preferably in the middle of the night.
We'll come get it.
Leave us a voicemail, won't you, at 910 Pilots 1.
And it's all for free. I mean, we do it for free.
We give the proceeds to charity.
Yeah.
And the Hole in the Wall gang, it's Paul Newman's charity. We say...
There's a hole in the wall
built on the back of his song.
where a nail used to be. A nail that held a picture of the one who once held me. You want to keep going? Now that wall's telling me things I don't want to hear. That's all I'm doing. It's a good song.
Great, good song. 1988, great year.
Great year.
We have to go back there in our minds. We have to travel there so we can properly understand the pilot called Real Life as in the time frame it was presented to us. August 1st, Rush Limbaugh begins his national radio show.
Wow. That's when he started out, huh?
Yeah. Do you ever listen to Rush Limbaugh?
I think I listened to him a little bit, but I'm not a big politics guy. But he's just a big, fat, gross guy. Like, he's a Harvey Weinstein of politics, right?
Yeah, I think
Radio.
he's a guy. He's kind of like the Indigo Girls. I think he's catering to a very specific
Sure.
audience, and he's a loud blowhard. Not that the Indigo Girls are, but he's like he has a niche
They don't
audience.
blow hard, if you know what I mean.
He is a huge fat guy who just spouts right wing shit all day, and he's got loyal followers and people that give
And
him
we
money.
need a left wing, so it's not going to help us any.
No, that's not going to help us. August 2nd, Raymond Acevedo is retired from the singing group Menudo. He turned 12. That's the first. The second joke is he heard Rush Limbaugh and quit. There's two jokes.
I remember Menudo. Wasn't Ricky
yeah.
Martin part of Menudo?
He was at one point, yeah. Menudo is a smart thing, though, right? You keep recycling kids. What do? You gotta piss? I gotta carry... Okay, this next part is long, so I can carry the show on my back. I didn't realize I could carry the show any more than I already do, but... Menudo, I can't think of one song that they've ever sang, and I don't speak Spanish, so I'm kind of fucked on both accounts. But Ricky Martin, boy, what a piece of ass he is. I bet he listens to the Indigo Girls. August 7th, rioting in New York City's Tompkins Square Park. The Tompkins Square Park riot occurred on August 6th through the 7th in 1988. New York City's Tompkins Square Park, groups of drug pushers, homeless people, and young people known as squatters and punks had largely taken over the park. The Alphabet City / East Village neighborhood in which the park was located was divided about what, if anything, should be done about it. The local governing body, Manhattan Community Board 3, recommended, and the New York City Parks Department adopted a 1 a.m. curfew for the previously 24-hour park in an attempt to bring it under control. On July 31st, a protest rally against the curfew saw several clashes between protesters and police. This just sounds like an instance where the 1970s and 1980s New York is horrible and scary and crazy, and this shit doesn't help. So why not impose a curfew? You know what? I'm on the side of Johnny Law on this one. Impose a curfew. Keep the park safe for everybody and all the tourists that New York has to see. Blake, what do you think about that?
I agree.
I was 7. You were 13. Why did we choose to watch Real Life?
3 simple criteria, folks.
One.
We're in season 15.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
For all you that just didn't listen to season 14, which I have the numbers to show it.
Hey, you know what? This is actually... Let's talk about this real quick. We did season 14, all cartoons.
Sure.
You recommended it.
Yes.
Okay. I strongly believe and suspect that you did that because you wanted to see short pilots and you knew that there would be no hour-and-a-half cartoon.
I could not concur. I do not concur with that.
What do you mean? It's not accurate? That you didn't request that for that reason?
No, I requested it and to boost numbers.
And did it work?
Nope.
Why do we watch this?
3 simple criteria. 1, it was a failed pilot that had only 1 episode. Whether aired or not is irrelevant. Indigo Girls. Number 2, we had to find it on the interwebs. If you can't find it, you can't watch it. Third of all,
You can't watch what you can't find, folks.
I find lots of porns. And number 3, it had to be free, baby.
Free babies. That's right. 1, 2, 3. Back on track. Number 4, kick it to the curb. Number 5, well, we had for 1, someone requested an episode. But you know what? It's just 3.
Yep.
That's the magic number, right? Mm-hmm. You can find the entire episode of Real Life by subscribing to Couch Pilots in SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes. Or download the app for Daily Motion. Hey! Check out the commotion. Are you having any luck with Daily Motion?
It's a pain in the ass, but I'm fine with it. Oop. We're technically really not taking off. This is a sound effect.
This is normally
we're
hearing the real stuff.
We're in Big E's kitchen, so we can't. So this is a sound effect. I've recorded all of our episodes, and how the engine sounds and stuff, but
And we're also using his toaster for sound effects, too.
his wife is not happy.
No, she does not care for that one bit. Summary of the pilot. Comedy about homemaking from the viewpoints of a blue-collar worker's wife and an ex-career woman.
B minus?
What you're doing right now is grading the pilot summary.
Sorry.
That's what you're doing, though, right?
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I forgive you. Ow. Oh, ooh. Woman, like with women's lib, sometimes I know they spell woman M-O or W-O-M-Y-N, right? To take out that, to make the last part not man.
Okay, I never heard of that, but okay.
This should be man. And to really make him happy, they should just have a whole nother word completely unrelated to man.
Sure, like Indigo Girls. If you're a female,
Yeah.
you should be called the Indigo Girls.
Or what about just indigo? Man and indigo.
I like it.
Indigo.
Indigo. Indigo. Indigo. Indigo. Indigo. Forget the Me Too movement. We're doing the Indigo movement.
Yeah, hashtag Indigo. Interesting facts.
Ooh. Interesting Facts is a segment of the show where Jason dives deep into the interwebs to find facts about this pilot that you may not know. Or, well, you won't know because you don't even know about the pilot. The thing is...
Here's the thing, guys. Don't do it.
Don't, you know what? That's it.
Facts in the saddle again.
Season 15.
Facts.
Season 15, the slogan is, guys,
Come on.
just don't
Don't
do it.
If someone says do it or don't do it, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indigos, same with you.
Don't do it. Release date June 28th, 1988.
Okay.
Part of the CBS Summer Playhouse.
Of course.
We know that. We know
We're
what
back.
that is.
We're back.
Here we are. Here's the welcome mat. Come right on in. Stars Sandra Dickinson as Wanda Pelevsky. You may know her from A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Superman Part 3, and Ready Player One as Old Boxing Woman.
Old boxing woman. Old boxing woman.
You ever see Ready Player One?
Nope.
It's fucking shit. Also stars Donna Bullock as Marcy Roberts. You may know her from Air Force One and As the World Turns.
And Sandra Bullock's mother.
That's right. That's exactly right. Finally, stars Amy Foster as Patty Polevsky. You may know her from Empty Nest, Troop Beverly Hills, and Punky Brewster.
Punky Brewster. You know, the other day when I was in Wisconsin, here's what I watched, okay? Before we left, because
Yeah.
I was hungover. We watched...
Wait, you up in Wisconsin you watched this?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched one episode of Silver Spoons.
That stars a young
Ricky Schroeter.
and Carlton, I can't remember his name, Alfonso Roberto?
Yeah,
From
he wasn't in the
Fresh Prince?
not in the episode that I watched. I watched one episode of Family Ties where Skippy goes to the military. I watched 2 episodes of Webster.
Oh, yeah? You didn't watch any episodes of Pancake?
Pancake Brewster?
Pancake Brewster? Did you know that
That's what I call it, vagina.
Did you know that Punky Brewster, when she went through puberty, her tits were so big?
Did she have to have them reduced?
Did you know that?
I wish I would have had those pictures.
That's great early 90s. Wow, I don't know about that. Great. No, I would do it. That's great early 90s female television star lore.
Right. Right.
Punky.
Pancake.
Isn't that what the dad sounded like?
Pancake.
Get over here, Punky. I just, believe it or not,
I got a little game called Micro League Baseball
Jesus.
that I'd like to play with you.
Jesus H. Christ. Just over the weekend, I donated a copy of Punky Brewster DVD that my mom had to Goodwill.
Oh.
I was just touching Punky the other day.
Nice.
Pancake. Pancake, Punky.
Punky. I touched Punky.
Punky. Stay out of that old refrigerator. You remember that was a fear in the 80s? Kids getting trapped in old refrigerators?
Yeah, well, actually,
You have a story.
the other day when ServPro was here and they were doing all the vacuuming and sucking and blowing of the Air Force One, he came to have me sign some paperwork that he forgot, and he said, yeah, all day we've been at a site where there was a refrigerator that had been outside all summer, and they had to open the door,
Okay.
and they couldn't get the door off, and they tried to rip the door off, and it fell down, and all the contents that had been outside in the summer spilled onto the street. They had hazmat suits on and everything. One of the guys puked 3 times.
It smelled like horrible garbage.
Oh, just ungodly, deathly garbage. Yeah. He also, the first night they were here, when they first showed up to Air Force One, which was past, overtime,
Tense.
a little overtime for them.
Sorry.
They had just been at a house where they were cleaning up after a finding of a dead body that had been in there for too long.
Okay. But that was you don't remember that? Like,
no, I do. Yeah.
Okay, very
definitely.
special episodes were like, don't play hide and go seek in the old refrigerator.
Right, and that's even today. If you see somebody with like a refrigerator on the side of their house or like
take
at the
doors
curb,
off.
They take the doors off, or they duct tape it like ridiculously because they're lazy.
Or they just put on a sign that says "Do not" and they underline "not" go into the refrigerator.
Do not close this door.
Pretty please.
How do kids fit in them with all those shelves? That's what I don't understand.
Okay. Twitter responses.
Twitter responses. I doubt Jason got some Twitter responses.
You're right. Turn down the volume for Drunken Lullabies promo.
Hey, this is The Voice. I'm here interrupting one of your favorite podcasts to tell you all about mine. If you're a fan of craft beer, independent music, pop culture, and laughing at inappropriate things, then you should check out Drunken Lullabies, brought to you by Distilled Brewery. New episodes are available on draft every Sunday, so you can spend the Sabbath getting tipsy along with us. We try beers, play songs, and laugh our asses off. So go on, indulge yourself, and become a part of Drunkamaniac Nation. And if craft beer and music aren't your thing, you can listen to Drunk at the Movies every Wednesday, brought to you by Iron Spike Brewing Company. Listen to me and my friends provide our own alcohol-fueled commentary tracks to some of our favorite movies, unedited and uncensored. You don't have to be drunk to enjoy these movies, but it doesn't hurt. Until next time, this is The Voice saying, may your music be loud, and may your beers be cold.
Singing fucking loud. Recently, there's an episode of Drunken Lullabies that me and you were on, and the stewardess Miles. Oh, it was a hilarious episode that you'll never hear. I'm going to be honest with you right now.
I don't like this at all. I don't like it when we get serious or even like genuinely honest with each other. I'm scared.
I'm going to be serious and genuinely honest with you. I felt so bad about deleting that episode that I thought about just putting all this shit in a box and taking it to the Goodwill. I really did. I felt bad about it.
Take it to the Goodwill.
Well, I'm sure.
Give it to me.
Oh.
Or sell it.
Well, that was before we had the conversation about all the podcasts that you wanted to do.
I have some good ideas for the future.
I bet you do.
I got 2.
I'm probably not involved in any of them.
No, you are. No. I'm sorry. You're not. I'm sorry. No. You're not involved with either of them. Correct.
So, Dustin, the Voice, a.k.a. Dappercaster, I seriously cannot apologize anymore for deleting the episode of Drunken Lullaby.
Come on.
Well,
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake, yes, but I feel bad about it. If I didn't feel bad about it, I wouldn't say anything, right?
I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
Like if he would have deleted one of the episodes of Couch Pilots that was over his house,
I'd fucking kill him.
I'd fucking kill him.
I'd feed him to his fucking dog.
Right. So I do apologize.
Yeah. No,
it was good. It was a good episode.
It was a lot of fun. I think I think the real tragedy is that the episode was called Chicken Pussy. So,
hey,
Chicken Pussy will never see the light of day.
Cheers to Chicken Pussy. Chink.
Hey, my daughter's half that. Come on, buddy. Okay, so this season we're doing something different here. The season 15, we said, you know what? A lot of the feedback we get is, I like the first part of the show.
Right. There's not one person that doesn't say this.
And then the second part of the show, where you actually talk about the thing your show's about, I don't like that.
I don't give a fuck.
And that's fine. I understand it. And sometimes the shows do go on a little bit long when it comes to breaking down the pilot. But this time, what we are going to do is we're going to set the clock.
Set a clock.
Yeah.
Yep. And
10-minute mark.
We've decided that 10 minutes is how long we're going to discuss this. We're not going to go scene by scene. We're just going to click go, and for 10 minutes we're going to talk about it. Wherever we're at, we're going to stop.
Yeah, we'll just stop. I honestly, this being the first time that we're doing it, I don't know how it's going to go.
Right.
I don't know what groove we're going to find. People always
But we'll
say...
find it.
We'll find it.
By episode, season 15, episode 78.
278, just
Yeah.
like April, that girl that flooded you, right? She didn't like you? She said you didn't do a good job boning her?
I had a drinking problem back then.
This is what
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. I was pretty upset about that. Like my confidence was down. But then the next girl that I had time with, coitled, was a squirter, which was my first squirter. And to be honest with you, I felt like a champ. It had nothing to do with me. She did all the work, but I felt like a fucking champ. Right?
I don't know if most guys feel this way, but I feel like you and I might be simpatico in this fashion. That for me, in sex, the most enjoyment I get, besides the last few seconds, or like knowing that you are pleasing this person.
Right.
That is a turn on for me.
Definitely.
So when you see something like that, when she turns into a sprinkler, or you can fill up your super soaker.
She actually said, "Get out of the way." I remember that. She said, "Get out of the way."
Get a canvas.
Because I didn't know. I didn't know about that.
Okay.
And she's like, we were going at,
Sure. Oh yeah. Was that last one? That's you. That's you.
No, that's her.
Do the two voices again.
Okay.
You.
No, that's her.
Do the other one. That was her.
No, that was me. But anyway, we're like, we're going to town. It's a good time. And then she says, get out of the way. I was like, what? And she pushed me off of her.
Did she yell Geronimo or?
And I just was shooing. It was a stream.
Fucking Old Faithful.
It was awesome. It's only happened, I think, 3 times.
I think this is what
Have you had it happen?
Not,
I mean, where like you can see it. Like
not
it's not just like dribbling out. Like you can see it.
No, I have not had that.
It was arcing like Noah. Arc it like Noah. Arc it. Arc it. Arc it like Noah. Arc it. Arc it.
My name is Rappin' Noah, and I'm here to say I'd love to fuck in a squirting way. You're gonna arc that shit across the bed, and if I don't watch out, you're gonna hit me in my head. That's how I rap, anyhow. Boy, this is a really dirty episode. Okay, I'm going to start the clock here. Let's talk about real life. The point of this episode, and maybe we've only given it 3 minutes solid worth of talking. So we're going to start it right now. Boom, CBS Summer Playhouse. And you have a really, super sweet, saccharine... The intro.
Sure, like there's wedding pictures, baby pictures, and family pictures.
All different ethnicities.
And all different ages groups. It was very warming.
There was no cold open. It went right into this.
Exactly. And here's the premise.
Yeah.
Let's just start with the premise.
Let's start with the premise, folks.
Okay. The premise, baby. Wanda, she's the next door neighbor. Marcy is just moving into the house.
Yeah.
Right next door.
This is moving day.
Yes. Moving day. Anyway, so Marcy's moving in. She's preggo, right? So obviously.
She's about ready to pop.
Oh, yeah. And the movers are, But anyway, the premise of this is lady moves in who's a housewife. Her husband is a stockbroker of some kind. She meets her next door neighbor who is white trash and wanted to buy their house but couldn't. So since she couldn't buy the house, what is she doing? She's using her laundry room, her oven. Yeah. Oh, that sweet, sweet ham.
Yeah.
And so the point of this episode is, okay, we have these two people that are polar opposites. This lady has money, but her husband's never around. This lady is dirt poor, and her truck driver husband is never around.
I don't understand how they can live next to each other then. You know what I mean? Like if one is well-to-do and the other one's not.
Have you met the people who live about 3 houses down from me?
I've not. Should we go meet them right now?
Yes. And stop.
Stop tape.
All right, we're back.
Boy, I tell you what, I really appreciate you introducing me to them. And I'll tell you what, they're fucking scumbags.
Fucking scumbags. So basically, this is a show. It's kind of Cagney and Lacey, like white trashy.
Because they solve murders.
They don't solve murders.
It's super dated because everything is like pastels,
Sure,
cream colored,
big collars.
So ugly. Yeah, it's super
Marcy
dated.
Marcy looks horrible as a prego. I mean, she has the bob cut, like no bangs, and like right at her shoulder length.
They live in Paradise Highlands, and the one woman, would you say her name was Marcy?
Yes.
She had a real high voice and she had an
No, that was
accent.
Wanda.
Wanda talk like this.
Yes,
Real fucking. I hate that.
Oh, it was a little on the heavy side.
Nails on the chalkboard.
There's a laugh track. Heyo. Are we at 10 minutes yet?
I hope so. One of the woman's names is her husband's name is Horst. Right?
Yeah, and that was a big joke. There's like 4 jokes in a row because Marcy's husband's name was Horst, and there's just a lot of like cheap jokes.
Well, the pregnant one, it's just her, and then her husband's always away. That's it. That's the family she's about to have a kid. But the other one, she's got 2 kids.
Bobby,
and,
Bobby, and the girl that was on you mentioned her
True Beverly Hills, and Banke Brewster.
Right. Those are 2. And Bobby is a big dumb fuck, right?
I think I'd like him.
I liked his character, but he's just lazy and dumb and
I tell you
redhead.
what, this is like the late 80s. Kids weren't super fat yet. This is kind of a fat kid.
No, it's chubby. We'll call him chubby.
Yeah.
So
he's dumb. The radio reports a massive pileup on the New Jersey Turnpike, and they say there's no reports on fatalities. And I thought this is a big foreshadow. Which it kind of is for the rest of the show. Like, what is going on? Because
and who listens to the radio?
In 88? I don't know, man.
For breakfast?
I usually have bacon for breakfast.
Ooh, I usually have sex. Anyway, so they're listening to the radio, and there's a big accident on the New Jersey Turnpike, and so
her husband's out there, maybe.
Yeah, her husband. That's it. That's the route that he was taking. There's 20 cars and trucks. So the kids are like, Bobby's oblivious. He's like, Dad's okay.
Yeah, the kids.
The sister's like, what do you think? Is Dad okay? And Wanda's like, yeah, your dad's gonna be fine. He would call me.
God, I hate that voice.
He would call me. Oh, you mean do it right?
Yeah.
Your dad's fine. He would call me.
That's pretty good, I
Thanks.
guess. So then, what's the new neighbor's name? Her name is Marcy?
Yes.
She comes over and she wants to, like, it's like, hey, I'm sorry we had a rough start when we first met when I was moving in. I want to apologize. And the girl's like, I don't want to be your friend. And he's like, oh, you got a station wagon? I want to be your friend.
Right, because her car is broke and she has to carpool. Of course. That's what, right. Everything is like carpool. They become friends kind of because of the new car. And again, they're in the car. And this is funny because during this scene, there's a lot of the green screen where when people are in a car and you just see stuff going by. But also there's a lot of live shots. Not live, but there's a lot of shots of the car like turning corners real quick and squealing its tires and stuff, and then it goes back to like the green screen. It didn't
line up.
No, it didn't line up at all.
It was a cheap pilot they threw together to see if they could get any traction. It's funny because it has Marcy and Wanda in the front seat, the 2 dumb kids in the back, and then a third kid. They may have said his name, but you never see him again. He's just some fat kid eating a big sandwich.
And he's wanting to puke, right? He's the one that's wanting to puke. Again, on the radio, they hear about the pileup, and Marcy's like, "Hey, are you concerned?" And Wanda's like, "No, I'm not concerned. My husband will do great because he's a great driver."
This is a time before cellular style phones, so you can't just call someone to see if they're all right.
You can call.
The next scene, it looks like their backyards butt up against each other. So they're both out there and they start to talk it up.
Their backyards are right next to each other, and there's like a stone like fence, but it's only like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And Marcy starts having some labor pains. Wanda straddles over it and is like, "Are you okay? How can I help you? Hey!" And so they start to bond, right?
Yep.
The baby's kicking. They're starting to bond.
Wanda gets a phone call. Her husband keeps canceling on her,
right?
And there's kind of like a half joking, kind of like, oh, he's probably seeing someone else,
right.
Or oh, I know what this means when he keeps canceling, or oh, he's at work till late. Come on. So she's upset that her husband keeps canceling on her, and then Wanda's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Lamaze class with you.
Yeah, because Marcy wants her husband to go to the Lamaze class. He cancels on her a couple times, and she's like, "Well, go with me now that we're best friends, and you don't don't like me, I don't like you.
This is the same kind of Lamaze class that we'll be seeing at CouchCon.
Right. Push it out, shove it out, way out. Push it out, shove it out, way out. R.I.P. Bill Cosby.
We will,
And we will have a baby out of your vagina. Are you excited about that movie coming out?
CouchCon?
No, the movie about
The Meg
Queen.
with that big shark?
No, about Queen.
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I am super excited.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm
wait
going to
and
love
see.
it. I'm going first night.
Oh, yeah?
I seriously am.
All right, good.
So the husband cancels again.
At Lamaze class, they're mistaken for lesbians, I think.
No, not lesbians. Indigo girls.
And honestly, they treat that situation surprisingly well for the 80s.
Yeah, they do. And there's a lot of jokes on this. Wanda and the instructor have a good back and forth. I enjoyed this scene.
The instructor's name is Cookie. How was it that there were people named Cookie in the 80s and then never in the 70s and never beyond the 80s?
Because of wheat.
Because of, I'm sorry?
Wheat.
Oh, like a gluten wheat?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are allergic.
Huh.
So there's a lot of 80s like lesbian comments. You know what I mean? They're subtle, but they're there.
They saw a movie called Mr. Sperm's Journey.
You know what? I'm like, Molly, tonight you want to see Mr. Sperm's Journey.
I know
You know what she says?
She says, no? Oh,
No.
Oh, bummer. Still no call from the father. They don't know where he is.
Right, so Marcy's like, you got to be, this is like 3 days, right? And Marcy's like, come on, Wanda, be honest with me. Are you a little bit concerned? And she's like, tell me about your feelings. And she's like, well, I'm a little scared, but it's going to be okay. Right then, the phone rings. It's Wanda's husband. He's like, I've got mono or food poisoning. And this girl at the diner has been taking care of me, but I'll be home soon.
That's weird. He's like staying with a waitress or something. This is about the time I notice there are some big motherfucking shoulder pads.
Oh, shoulder pads.
Holy shit, they're like linebackers.
Do you remember that pilot that we watched where the girls were
designers? Yeah. Just like that. It is a very similar feel. They do laundry together. The end, and we have 21 seconds to spare. You can never be too slim or too rich. Summer Playhouse continues with old money. We seen that shit.
Hell yeah.
And now we've seen some turbulence.
Please remain seated as we are now crossing a zone of turbulence.
Do you think that went well? 10 minutes? There's a lot.
How many minutes was it?
No, we literally had 10 seconds left.
Nice. That was perfect.
We did it under
I felt like we were rushing.
No,
Folks, email us. Send us voicemails. Did you like that?
Yeah, hey guys.
Did you?
Hey guys, you like that?
Hey, you like that?
Hey, we're doing the podcast for free. Do you like it? Do you like the show that we provide for free?
Do you like how we bantered about pornography for 15 minutes and then talked about the pilot for 10?
Chicks with dicks? Do you have a comment about that, perhaps? Is there something you'd like to say about genitalia? Ambiguous?
Would you like us to either launch a new program about pornography or just turn this into a podcast about pornography and not tell you?
Should Blake unplug all of his equipments and take it to the Goodwill?
Do you think that maybe we should put the right fittings on our pumps on our pools so 4,500 gallons doesn't come into our basement?
That can't be how much it was, for real.
Yeah, I did the math.
Real life didn't work as notated by
Never
Time.
does.
I like that very much. CBS Summer Playhouse, as we know, is a graveyard for television programs.
And actually, it's a graveyard for television programs, but it's a feeder for Couch Pilots.
It's the nourishment we need to continue. Why didn't
It's been.
Why didn't real life work? What happened? What went wrong with this program?
Would you like me to start?
I wish that you would.
I think Wanda's voice was a big pain in the ass. I didn't find a whole bunch wrong with this. There was a laugh track that was heavy. There are very cheesy jokes, but this is the 80s. All right. Well, the 80s. I think Wanda's voice was a big problem. I think the lesbian part of it probably in the 80s was a little too edgy, maybe. And but to me, this was like Laverne and Shirley. This is like Cagney and Lacey. This is like Thelma and Louise. This is like the Indigo Girls, right? Friends.
Yeah.
People, two girls from opposite sides of the train tracks becoming friends. Wanda's voice is my biggest problem. And cheesy writing, but I'm also saying it's 1988.
Yeah.
What do you think? Wait, hold on. What do you think was Turbulence?
Well, you said earlier Cagney and Lacey. I felt it was more, and maybe this is what you meant, Kate and Allie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
That was with Jane.
Yeah.
Do you remember the two?
Oh, yeah.
Cagney and Lacey.
I would have had sex with both of them.
One was Jane Curtin from Third Rock from the Sun, and also...
Welcome to Earth, Third Rock from the Sun. Your buddy Joe Diffie.
Oh, is it? So someone said he's coming to town.
Oh, yeah. You know he's coming to town because you got VIP tickets. You got backstage passes.
Yeah, I'm buddies with Joe Diffie. Oh, what is this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we have gifts. Gifts.
We have some... What is that, 99 bananas?
Okay.
No, there's no bananas.
So right now, the baggage boy Eli and the stewardess Molly are coming into here.
Bananas?
Jesus
What?
Christ.
No bananas.
Okay. I'm sure it's not bananas. Let go of it.
Is this for us? This is little bottles...
Okay, I can't. That's 99 proof bananas. I can't do that one. Give me a different
Little
one.
bottles of liquor.
I'll trade you a banana, 99 proof banana for something.
Is this for us or not?
We're so poor that Molly went to an auction and all she could afford was some little bottles of
You know how
alcohol.
much we paid for this?
Probably too much. I'll take this one.
They're
a
worth
black cherry.
99 cents a piece, I suppose.
All right.
Baggage boy, which one are you drinking?
Banana.
Smart boy.
Do you want to drink it? Go ahead.
Don't open that. Paid a quarter for them.
Each of them?
No.
Pretty cool for all of them?
And the 4 cupcakes and the 3 lottery tickets.
There's a Jägermeister, so that's worth
Or
a
the-
quarter at
or
least.
the- cupcakes.
And we got a sign that says welcome.
Oh, thank God.
If I can have one, which one can I have?
You can have any of them.
Which one should I drink? Which one is the least wanted?
Probably the banana one.
I'll take the banana
All right,
one.
you ready?
That's fine. Hold on a
What are
second.
you doing?
We're gonna drink this.
You're not drinking.
It's fine. It's only,
It's only 99 proof.
but it's fine. It's only 49%. Let's just do it. This is one shot. It's one shot.
One shot.
Should we not do it?
Nope.
Let's not do it. Let's not.
All
do
right.
it. I don't want to do it. That's too much. We have to fly up this kitchen, right? This Scott's kitchen. Let's
Here,
not
enjoy that in the pool, honey. That's great.
Do it. I'm just gonna
Going
leave
to the
I'm just gonna leave
pool.
this one here.
You got a firm buttocks, Mr. Baggage Boy.
Someone's getting a raise. All right. Did Molly or the baggage boy watch this show with you?
I think did Molly? No, I don't think so. I think
Well,
they
she-
didn't watch. Real life. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Did you watch this?
What about this guy?
It's called
Okay.
Real Life. Did you watch that
No,
program?
she didn't watch
Oh,
it.
you're lucky then, because I think it's a real piece of shit. It's formulaic. It's kind of boring. It's an unnecessary pilot. It brings nothing new to the table when it comes to.
All right. Well, obviously
sitcoms.
you don't believe in the Indigo Girls, but okay.
I love the Indigo Girls.
All right. Speaking of the Indigo Girls, let's celebrate the Indigo Girls. All right. By celebrating the Indigo Girls, we're gonna open these
Closer to fire.
these travel.
I just want to smell it.
Oh, okay. Can I drink?
I
this one?
can't get it open. These travel liquor things, like
What?
on a plane, I can't open it.
What if I drink it and have it on my lips and she kisses my lips?
I don't care if she kisses you. That's fine.
Boy, her face is recoiled when I said that.
Recoiled? What's that mean?
Verklempt? Oh, you're right. This is.
It's very difficult to open.
I turned the bottle. We're drinking alcohol, is what's happening here.
Oh no, when you're on a plane, if you order, they give you a little shot of something,
Mm-hmm.
right? Here's the thing: they're impossible to open. These are gag gifts. They're not real. They're gag. They're welded together.
I got
Okay,
it.
so we got
All
one.
right, let me get that other one.
Folks. Hey, we only talked about the pilot for 10 minutes. That's the best we can do. What is?
You might have to soak it in milk and butter.
What are
it
you
bad?
drinking?
Is it bad?
What are you drinking? Oh, this is 10-cent booze right here, but we can't get it open.
Do you have a jacksaw?
Jack saw Jim Duggan.
I can't open this.
This is insane.
Tell me what you would do to improve this bottle of alcohol.
I would have a pair of pliers. Okay, I'll just do that one. Don't stop. I'll do this one. What is this?
God.
Black cherry. Okay, I have 99 black cherry, 99 proof liquor, 49.5% alcohol volume.
It's 99. The brand is called 99.
Right.
But I don't think this is. But is this 99 bananas or is this 99 brand?
I think it's 99 brand, but it's supposedly it's been.
99 proof. Oh.
All right, we're going to, folks, if you have a shot glass right now, take a shot with us, push pause, and here's to real life.
Here's the real life.
Oh my God, that's 100 proof.
Holy God. Holy God in heaven. Oh my God.
As an alcoholic, I should not have drank that.
We can't continue.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start
Oh
our
my
descent,
God, it's hot.
please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
I'm not going to work tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Imagine if you had the banana.
Oh, merciful.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Look at me. Right.
We gotta finish this up.
We got to finish this up.
There was no comments. There's nothing on this show.
I'm sure.
All right, let's finish it.
God, that
I
was.
looked.
I'm so warm right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCF Airport.
I'm burning. It's like
Did you drink the whole
self-immolation.
thing?
And the temperature is 65.
Oh my God, you got to do the whole
For
thing.
safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt
I think I live here now.
until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign.
It's funny because we can hear Molly's voice, but then when we look at her, she's not saying those words.
That's some strong stuff.
Remember when you recorded that a year and a half ago? The announcements for Couch Pilots?
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's been like 3 years.
But you know what? A good stewardess brings pilots who are not flying tonight because they're in Big E's kitchen.
But they're still in our service.
Right. She's still in her service, and she brings us hard alcohol, which I do believe is pretty potent.
So that's 99 proof.
Yes.
Yes.
It is quite literally 50% straight alcohol. Yes, it is potent. This is the kind of stuff that will clean up your shoes if they're dirty. And yet we're putting it into our bodies.
If I would have thrown this on the floor, during the
you, Molly.
flood, it would have stopped
Thank you.
the flood.
The water would have recoiled, not unlike your wife's
would-
face.
It would have not have wicked. Oh shit! All right, here we go.
I thought your wife was going to be way more into kissing me than she was.
You know what? I think like seriously, I will. If she wanted to French kiss you, I'd let her do it.
Jesus Christ. No, I would never
I
do
would.
that.
No.
I would never do that to you.
Yeah, you would.
Good. Yes, I would. The farthest I go with your wife is a kiss on the cheek. That's the
Oh,
farthest.
come on.
What?
You wouldn't kiss her on the lips because you don't think she's attractive?
You son of a bitch bastard. Boy, this.
Where are we at on this show? It derailed quick.
I think we should start over.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Today we discuss the pilot episode of Real Life from the year of our Lord 1988. Great year.
Good year for the Roses.
August 1st, Rush Limbaugh premieres his national
Come
radio
on. Come
show.
on.
August 2nd.
Somebody important could be listening to this and wants to buy our program.
No, come on. Well, you really are fucked up.
And the temperature is 69 degrees.
We're-
For your safety and comfort,
Now we
please
rate.
remain seated
We
with
say
your seatbelt fastened
everything
until
that
the
we've
captain
talked
has
about
turned off
before.
the fasten
Come on,
seatbelt
fucking
sign.
finish it up.
Nobody said anything. There was no comments, no nothing, and on the interwebs, no ratings,
there
no
was-
nothing.
I usually look to IMDb, right? And I say, hey, at least 5 ratings.
IMDb.
WMI. Nothing. No ratings. People aren't rating this.
Okay.
Very few people know about it. I'm curious to who even posted this fucking show online, right? Like, who would even post? Who took the time to do that? But yet there's not even 5 ratings on IMDb.
That's crazy.
No, there's no viewer reviews, no critic reviews. I scoured, as I often do.
Let's do it. Let's set the precedence. Hey, 13 downloads for this episode. Let's do it.
1 to 7 scale, taken from the program from the 1990s, affectionately and accurately known as Wings. We take a look at all the characters from number 1, Roy Biggins, all the way up to number 7, Brian Hackett.
Are you just proud of those farts? You laughed because you were so proud of that fart.
No, I did. I was listening to another episode we did, and I did the fart sound for the thumbs down and the thumbs up, and I thought it was funny that I would do the same. And now I'm explaining the joke.
And
So,
we're drunk because we had 100 proof.
Anyway.
Why do you call it 99 proof? Just call it 100 proof, right?
It wouldn't be accurate.
On the next episode, are we doing those too?
Jesus, man.
I have to have the clear one. I can't do the Jaeger.
We can, if I can live here.
You can live here all you want.
Okay.
That's what Molly says.
So we take a 1 to 7. That's
Yep.
the scale. And we say, Captain Philip, rest assured, I turn to you. How do you rate real life? And not,
All right.
not your actual life. We know that's a 1.
That's a 1.
But it's not a 7, I'll tell you right now. Well, how do
Okay.
you rate this program?
All right, real life. This is the late 80s, all right? Wanda has an annoying voice, but I liked what they were doing. I didn't like who they had as the actors.
What were they doing?
Huh?
What were they doing?
Well, it's just, trailer park lady meets well-off lady. I liked the interaction between the two of them. I like how Wanda straddled the fence. I'm going to give it a 5.
5, really? Okay. You look like you just pulled that out of your ass.
No,
well thought out.
I had it written
Sleepless nights
the whole time right here. 5.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I'm stuck between a 3 and a 4 on this.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I wouldn't watch this if it went forward.
Bobby, you gotta have a Bobby bump.
A Bobby bump? All right,
I want my Bobby bump. I want my Bobby bump.
Real life Bobby bump bump.
True stories.
This is a fun show. I will say that I'll go ahead and give it a Bobby bump, and I'll say it's a number 4. This is my problem. The show was only these two ladies. And these two ladies, maybe you said you didn't care for the actors that played the parts. These two ladies do not a show make. We had those two women for 99% of the show, and they threw the kids in there. You threw Cookie the Lamaze coach in there, but it needs more.
Well, there's going to be more. This is the pilot episode.
You only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity, right?
Comes once in a lifetime.
You better.
Yo.
So you have to go big or go home on these pilots. And to me,
I think this is a use some lube if you have to. Slide it in nice and slow.
Are we talking about trannies again?
Oh, no, we're talking about real life.
I give it a 4.
I'll give it a 5.
You give it a 5. And with that, we close the book on real life, and we will never speak of that show again.
Ever.
But join us next time, won't you please, when we watch the pilot episode of Clarissa Now! ! Here's a little something to whet your whistle. Follow-up series to Nickelodeon's Clarissa Explains It All, in which debutante Clarissa Darling contends to her life in New York City and her
New York City?
Get a rope. And her internship at a local newspaper. You can find the entire episode of Clarissa Now by subscribing to Couch Pilots in SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically links in our show notes. Or go to YouTube, and you know what to do, Tube.
I got some fan feedback for next episode.
Oh, that sounds great.
Did it sound bad?
No,
I got some fan feedback for next episode.
so next episode will be fucking Slopfest.
Next episode, we are going to take one more shot each.
It's going to get bad, folks.
Jason of Jägermeister and me of...
99. Which one's that over there?
This one is the black cherry.
That might be like a raspberry.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Not a good start, folks. You're really going to want to tune in next week to see how we fail. But between now...
Betwixt.
And, betwixt now and next week, won't you please go to couchpilotspodcast.com. There you can find every episode we've ever done. You want to find it on iTunes? I want to find old episodes on iTunes. Guess what? You can't go all the way back there. For some reason, we haven't clicked the right button or whatever it is, but you can't go all the way back there, but you can go all the way back on couchpilotspodcast.com. Listen from episode 1 all the way to now. Go to Facebook, go to Twitter, go to Instagram right from our website. It's all there. Send us an email at couchpilotspodcast.com. Do you know about a pilot that we don't know about? Let us know.
Let us know.
We'll move it to the top of the list. We'll do it next. And you're going to get some frequent flyer points. Any way you dice the contacting us, whatever,
Here's the thing.
you're going to get frequent flyer points.
Here's the thing. I'm going to call this without even talking to you first.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Right now,
All right.
right in a couple seconds, you're going to give us the dial-in number.
All right.
I will give everybody
All right.
that listens to this show
All right.
that dials in and leaves us a voicemail, I'll
right.
give them 10 million.
No.
10 million?
No.
Jason!
I'm putting my foot down here. You cannot give out. You just give out like 1 million frequent flyer points willy nilly. I will not stand for 10 million. Fuck that.
All right.
No way.
All right. I'll meet you in the middle because we're pilots. Anybody that sends us a voicemail, we will send them an autographed poster. An autographed poster of us if they do it within the next week and a half.
Okay, I will concede to that. 10 million is just too many frequent flyer points. That's fucking malarkey. So, couchpilotspodcast.com, a myriad of ways, a cornucopia, if you will, a Thanksgiving-style woven basket full of fruits, vegetables, and meats worth of opportunities to get a hold of the show. Or call 910-PILOTS-1. You got a phone in your pocket, you motherfucker. Pick it up. Give us a call any time of day, preferably in the middle of the night. 910-PILOTS-1. It's 910-745-6871. Leave us a voicemail. Derek did it. He did it drunk. If Derek Hoover can fucking drink himself into oblivion and leave us a voicemail, then so can you, and you're going to get frequent flyer points. And last but not least is patreon.com.
Oh.
We're there. Sign up. There are a bunch of great tiers. You get awesome bonuses and things.
Thank you very much to everyone who
Absolutely.
has continued our Patreon.
We got great people like Dee Dee pitching in to help us keep the lights on here and hopefully keep you from taking all this to Goodwill. So promise me that you'll give this or let me buy it from you before you give it to Goodwill.
I'll give you a good deal. On
Okay,
it.
that's all that I ask. Just don't take it to Goodwill.
We also want to go ahead and plug 99brandparty.com. 99brandparty.com, where we just drink some of their alcohol. They also have a phone number. It's toll free 1-866-729-3722.
Let's call it right now. Can we? Can we call it?
Yeah,
Can we do it right now? Or what are we at in this episode?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
let
me call.
Here, no. Stop. Give me that, and I'll give you my phone, and you call it. Jesus Christ, yes, man. This is real life, folks.
Just not unlike the podcast or the. Just threw your 30-pound phone at me. Okay, I don't know how to open these phones.
I'm gonna come over there and help you. Do you see the phone number on it?
I see the phone number on the bottle, yeah, but I don't see how to open your crazy phone. Is that a picture of your wife?
With titties.
Lucky duck. Okay, so we just got some 99 brand booze, and at the end of the program, completely unscripted, we're going to call them toll free. 1-866-729-3722.
This is real life, baby.
Yeah, let's see what they say.
All right. Is it dialing yet?
Yeah,
There we go.
There it is.
Just keep plugging the podcast.
Yeah. Go to couchpilotspodcast.com and you too can be a part of the revolution.
You know what to do too.
You know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. What kind of customer service is this?
This is strong stuff.
Yeah, it's not.
Hello. Thanks for calling our customer service number. We're sorry no one is available to take your call at the moment, but it is very important to us.
Voicemail.
Please leave us your name, phone number, and the name of the product about which you're calling, along with any message you'd care to leave. If you'd prefer to email us, the address is info@Sazerac, SAZERAC.com.
That's true.
Whether you leave a message or email us, someone will respond to you within 2 business days.
Serve chill.
Thank you again for calling our customer service number, and hope you have a great day.
Yeah.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
This is Jason.
And this is Blake.
And this is the Couch Pilots Podcast, getting wasted on your 99 brand alcohol. I'm drinking 99 bananas, Blake.
I'm having black cherry.
And we just wanted to call the customer service and thank them for their service, as well as letting them know that we're interested in all the different varieties that the 99
Not
brand has to
banana.
offer.
I don't like banana.
I don't mind the banana. Blake's not a banana man.
Guys, my wife,
Remember when Barat said that?
just won like a handful of these one-shotters at a quarter auction, and we had some drinks of these, and
It's really strong. You guys are doing a great job and a great
they're
service.
super strong. We love them. They taste great. They're less filling.
We love Sazerac. Please, Sazerac people, go to couchpilotspodcast.com. Check out our entire back catalog.
Couchpilots.com.
And we're going to drink some more of your delicious products on the next show. Thank you, and hope to see you soon.
Love you.
And with that, this pilot may have been rough, but it's always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots.
Very smooth.
Well, wait, I got to plug this thing back in.
Jason, I love you.
Thanks, everyone. I love you, too.
I missed you, buddy.
We'll see you next time.
On behalf